بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Brothers and sisters of ICM, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Dr. Awais. For those who know me, or you already know, I do this every year. For those who are new to this community, welcome to the community, and I am representing ICM board as a treasurer, as a CFO, and I'll be presenting today our annual fundraiser report, which includes our report as well as a detailed activities list of our activities that we do at ICM. So let's get started. We will be doing this in person as well on Saturday, March 16th. So we request you all to please be present and participate physically, financially, and any other means. We definitely need all of your help to keep on running the organization and to keep on running it as we have been running. So let's get started. So what we have established so far, I found a picture of our old masjid from Vineville, and all these kids are, mashallah, all grown up now. This is a picture of where we started, or actually where I started and joined the community almost 10, 12 years ago. And we have grown so much in the past. So we actually started in 2007 as ICM with a humble beginning. We actually rented an office building and started praying there. A few of the community members started there. Then we bought a church on Vineville Avenue, and this is a picture of that church in 2009. We were growing very fast, and within a few years we needed more space. So we moved to our current facility in 2017, and then as we started with small community, we keep on growing, and mashallah, now we are in keep now we are grown a whole lot, and we keep on growing. And alhamdulillah, this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's help. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's barakah that we keep on growing, and all shukr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for our numbers as well as our activities that we keep on doing. Let's go quickly to our activities. We have daily activities that include 5 daily prayers, Hifz classes, Quran classes, which are Monday through Thursday, and we'll go in more detail about the Hifz classes in a later slide. We have Hadith reading after Isha prayers. We have family counseling. Of course, a prior appointment is needed. We do have a nikah service and dawah table set up as well in the masjid. As you can see, we have a lot of non-Muslims also visit the masjid and they take shahadas. Alhamdulillah, every so often we get someone taking shahada, and that of course adds into our numbers. Our weekend activities include Friday prayers, Friday sermon, the monthly community dinner, which is on every second Friday of the month. We have Sunday school, which is from pre-K to grade 10 students. There are 63 students registered in last year's Sunday school, which is currently still going, and we'll have exams after Ramadan. We have volunteer services, cleaning the masjid, restocking the supplies. Of course, running all these activities requires a lot of work, and there are a lot of people who work in the background, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them the reward for all the work they do. Our yearly activities include our annual quiz competition, International Day, Visit a Mosque Day, Hajj workshop, annual picnic, field day, Taraweeh prayer in Ramadan, a lot of Ramadan activities, youth Sira conferences, youth Qiyamul Layl in Ramadan, youth Jummah khutbahs, and Shabab cricket tournament, as well as the Ramadan conference we just had right before Ramadan. Major activities / achievements in the past year, we'll go over one by one. I'll try to go very fast because we have celebrated all these activities in details as well. We'll go right back to Eid. We had our Eid prayer. We had our Eid prayers, of course, in the big hall. And then we had the Eid breakfast. Almost 600 people attended that Eid breakfast. So alhamdulillah, from 40, 50, 60, 70 people, now we are growing into 600 and maybe 700 by now. So we'll find out how much is our actual attendance this year as well. And we followed the Eid breakfast right after into the Eid at Urban Air. We were able to break a deal with them. They welcomed for us. They actually reserved the whole place facility for us. It was a great environment. I'm sure everybody who participated in that, who visited Urban Air on that day, really knows and remembers how good it was feeling when we were there. That has become a bridge now, and we're hoping that with every Eid, we will have some kind of activity at Urban Air. These are a few more pictures. During our community dinners, we keep on doing different activities. So this was one of the activity in which we invited one of the attorneys, and they discussed different visa issues and family sponsorship and all of that. A lot of people need help on that part as well, and that was provided free of service, free of charge, of course, to all of you. And you could have, and people who attended that definitely benefited from the advice. We also arranged an ICM summer camp this year. It was during the month of June, in which kids learned Islamic stories, arts and craft activities, duas, Hajj activities as well. Um, these are a few pictures. As you can see, kids made, different art projects, as well as what are different things that we do during Hajj. Of course, June and July were the month of Hajj, so that, helped them learn what is done during Hajj. These are a few pictures from our ICM annual picnic, which was in the month of August. A lot of people, as you can see, showed up. Everybody enjoyed the gathering, the community, the plays, and of course the food. So all of that, continues to happen, and of course all of that will continue to happen this year as well. These are pictures from our Sunday school orientation, which is a big activity, has been a constant activity from ICM, which goes according to our golden mission that we want to educate our children in Islamic knowledge. And of course, our kids then give us the result as well, and we'll talk about it in a later slide when we come there. International Day started during the COVID times, started as a very small event, but now it has grown a lot. We had visitors from all different fields of life, all different religions, cultures. Almost 700 people visited us during the International Day. And this year it was not just, all the people, it was actually government officials as well. So we invited Dr. James Beverly, who was the minority leader, the Georgia House of Representatives, Democratic Caucus. He attended and saw the event. The Sheriff David Davis, he also attended. There were a lot of other important personalities, including CEOs of different organizations in our town, principals, and headmasters and headmistresses of different schools that came by, and we recognized them. And this led to building up more bridges. And I'll show you another bridge that we were able to build because of our participation, our activities, and our welcoming and hospitality that we show to these people. More pictures from International Day. Of course, International Day required a lot of volunteer activities and a lot of work behind the scene. So we always appreciate our volunteers during the month of Ramadan, during the Volunteer Appreciation Day. So we actually celebrate our volunteers on a specific day, and we thank them for all their hard work that they put in. This was the Volunteer Appreciation Day, in which we gave them gifts and tokens of appreciation, and it was also a very well-liked event. The ICM Shabab Cricket Tournament, it was actually our second for this year. We had different teams who got together and had a tournament. Kids loved it. Families who participated, they also loved it. And of course, the players who played, they loved the game as well. This year, we actually introduced a few more activities to help our youth as well as our ladies as well. So a fiqh of ghusl, it was one ladies and girls only event in which ladies and girls attended, and they learned the fiqh of ghusl and different things. The tragedy of Karbala, again, that's part of our usual yearly activities. We talk about the tragedy of Karbala during the month of Muharram. And then, of course, we did have the Hajj workshop as well, during which we taught about, what are things that should be done during Hajj and all that. Again, during the Baqar Eid, if you want to call it, or Eid al-Adha, we were again able to set up a deal with Urban Air. They gave us special discount, and our kids love to go at Urban Air and have a good time. And it is a very good environment, as you know, a lot of us is just us, and our kids have time and opportunity to play, you know, at this place at a discounted rate. And you know, this is one bridge that will continue to help us uh, in the future as well. Hujjaj, welcome back, dinner. This has been our tradition when we have Hujjaj, when we have our Mu'tamareen, the people who have done Umrahs, we welcome that as well. I'm not sure if Mu'tamareen is the right word, but you know, the people who have done Umrah, we always welcome them as a community. So this was a welcome back, Hujjaj, welcome Hujjaj dinner. We welcome all our people who attended the Hajj, and that was very not, and then they shared their knowledge, their feelings about what they felt and what would be the tips and tricks for the people who want to go for Hajj next year. This year marked a major success, if you want to call it, or a major event in which this Bibb County and Macon City, they proclaimed July as Muslim American Heritage Month. Of course, we had some help from Voices of Muslims, but the communication between them and us, and of course, the county helped, and Bibb County and Macon and Islamic Center of Macon was the second in the state of Georgia to have that proclamation done. And it was actually right after Independence Day as well. A lot of our community members did attend this event, as you can see from the pictures. Dr. Rehan, Sister Aksa Rehan, Brother Syed, Dr. Akbar, Brother Papa, Brother Hadi, all of them attended. Sister Hina, you know, that was all of different people that attended, and you know, it was something that really helps to get us recognized in the Bibb County and have that month as celebrated as Muslim American Heritage Month. This year we, as I said earlier, we have a lot of activity on our youth, a lot of emphasis on our youth activity. So we started a physical fitness and taekwondo class for them. One of our community members is a taekwondo um, teacher slash expert, if you want to call him, and he loves to get our kids active and get them trained with this physical activity. So nice activity. We did that in the beginning. It got broken for a little bit, and now it's getting back into the game again. I'm hopeful that after Ramadan, we'll get back into full swing of this classes. Another major event that Islamic Center of Macon does is the Youth Sira Conference. Every year we keep on growing this event as well. And Alhamdulillah, it was very well attended. A lot of our kids participated into it. And the best part of it is it will continue growing. And I'm hoping that this year we will have participation from the surrounding areas as well, including Warner Robins, which kind of participated in this one partially, but I'm hoping more this year, and the Albany community as well. A few pictures from Youth Sira Conference, all the different competitions that were happening. Of course, you can see all the board members that are present today on that day. And again, as I mentioned earlier on, all these activities increase our kids' knowledge and their performance. So when they participate in Atlanta, so we win almost every category. So we participate in Kirat, we participate in Azan competition, we participate in quiz competition and the calligraphy competition, and we won a lot of categories in there. And we did not only win, you know, smaller numbers, we scored first prize in multiple competitions. I think first prize in quiz competition, first prize in calligraphy, of course, Kirat and Azad as well. So a lot of efforts by our kids, a lot of effort by their parents, a lot of effort by their teachers, and especially Imam Saab to get them all prepared. And people in Atlanta know that the kids from Macon will come, and they are tough to beat, tough in competition. So, you know, alhamdulillah, all these activities they keep on doing, all the time that we put in the masjid, that, you know, gives us the results when our kids go and represent ICM at different forums. Um, This is, this year, another major thing that we did was our Muslim community, our ICM community went for a combined Umrah trip. It was 136 people that were in the group, multiple flights that were all us and there. Uh, very, very beautiful and wonderful experience, if you want to call it. We've talked about that Umrah trip experience in the event, and as usual, when all of us and all of these Umrah people, of course, I was one of the Umrah uh, people as well. So when we came back, people welcomed us back, and we were happy to share our experience, which was pretty wonderful. Coming to when the Palestine and the Gaza siege or bombing started. There were some questions about within our community. So, with the help of Cairo, Georgia, we were able to organize this "No Palestine, Know Your Rights" um, event. It was very knowledgeable for our kids and our families that wanted to participate in that. We did Youth Jummah Khutbah as well. This was our second year doing it. So during the month of summers, our youth, they prepare for Jummah and then they deliver the khutbah. So we actually have two Jummahs during summer, and that actually gives our youth an opportunity to get ready for Jummah khutbahs whenever they need to do. So I think that's a wonderful activity and opportunity for our kids, and they do deliver great during those khutbahs. This brings me to the next slide, which introduces the HIFS classes, which has become another huge project for ICM. We started with few students, and now we have 45 students enrolled in HIFS classes. We already have two Hufaz, mashallah, that have graduated from this program, and then we have a few more lined up as well. So alhamdulillah, a lot of effort from these kids, a lot of effort from their parents, and a lot of effort from Imam Saab and his volunteer teachers that this program continues to grow. And again, this gives our kids the opportunity to grow and learn about our deen. As these are a few pictures from our graduations of the HIFZ class. During HIFZ program, they also do a Yomul Himma, or sometimes the week of Himma, in which they put in extra effort to do the revisions, do the learning, do the new memorization, and all of that. So alhamdulillah, that is going on good as well. ICM quiz competition, again, this feeds into the ICNA competition, so that is a great activity as well. You can see different kids winning those competitions. We actually had some specific events in Urdu this year as well. This is a series that we have started for for our parents to how to play their role in their nurturing of their kids. So this one was in Urdu, but we're hoping that we will do one in English as well, so that everybody can benefit from the sources that we have here to help us out. Sunday school exam, it was, I think it was in November slash December, so kids did their exam as well. As I was mentioning earlier on, as a result of the International Day, Stratford Academy actually invited us as ICM. So, in the past, there have been parents who have been representing Muslims in Stratford in different events, but this time we represented ICM as a whole. So they invited us for a stall. And thank you to all the families, including Imam Saab, who participated in that event. And this led to more bridge building, and they actually told us that they were going to send information about Ramadan to all the kids as well as to the teachers, so that they're aware of Muslim kids who are fasting during the month of Ramadan, who have to pray during the month of Ramadan, who might be tired during the month of Ramadan. So I think this and other activities that we keep on doing will keep on building our bridges, and inshallah, we will continue to grow in this field as well. Ramadan in ICM is a very special event. We have a ton of activities in Ramadan. I already gave one presentation in this Welcome Ramadan conference that we had. A lot of learning, a lot of uh, beautiful tips and wise tips from all these people on how to celebrate Ramadan the best way for spiritual revival and spiritual growth. So very informative session during that few hours that we had. And as always, we get masjid prepared for Ramadan as well. These are a few pictures of getting our masjid deep washed, if you want to call it. So you may have noticed the carpets were wet in the beginning few days of Ramadan because we got them all washed and deep cleaned and deodorized as well. Um, these are this list of all of our Ramadan events. We have a Dora Quran going on, which is a ladies' activity from Monday to Thursday. There's, of course, Taraweeh. There's community iftars. There's a fundraiser that we were talking about. Interfaith iftar dinner is coming, and Khatmul Quran, Eid gift exchange, and Yud Qiyam night, Eid Henna, Eid prayers, of course, are going to come, and we'll have the breakfast as well. Other activities during Ramadan is the Yud Qiyam al-Layl. We have the adult Qiyamul Layl as well. We are doing the memorization of the last three verses of Surah Al-Baqarah as well. And of course, we will have the Khatmul Quran as well. This year, again, another big thing that we are doing, again, this is also if you want to call it an introductory basis. So we are inviting people from other faiths to our iftar as well, and we hope to see a lot of non-Muslims coming to attend our iftar on Saturday, March 30th. If you have any friends that wants to come, please go ahead and invite them. We have already shared the brochure and have them RSVP'd by March 20th, so we can have appropriate dinner arrangements. Of course, these are the activities that will be happening at their respective times. We will have the weekend discussions during which we'll be talking about rights of humans and parents and husbands and Quran and friends, of course, rights of animals, or rights of orphans and poor. This is again a yearly activity that we do during the month of Ramadan. And a lot of community members do play an active part, including our youth as well. This is a few pictures from last year's activities. All of these activities definitely need a lot of time, a lot of effort. So we need your help. We need your help in a lot of places. I've mentioned a few in this slide. We need your help at facility management and maintenance, volunteer and day-to-day activities, Ramadan activities. We need your help in outreach activities. We need your help in every single thing that we do in the masjid. We have grown a lot in the masjid, and in the past, people could have done things by one or two person. Now it's impossible to do it as one to two person. We definitely need more and more people. And sometimes people ask, why should I participate in masjid activities? And my simple answer is participate and receive barakah in your time. The more effort you put in the masjid activities, the more barakah you will get, and believe me, you will see that. Different projects that we have completed in 2023. This year, we actually had our parking sealed and coated, cost us $17,000. This was part of our budget from last year, and we were able to successfully complete it. We got the speakers in the big hall. On our first Friday, you will see how it is working. Alhamdulillah, it is working pretty good. It did cost us $8,000. But it was after a couple of coats that we did, and this was the cheapest coat as well. And again, it was also part of our budget last year, and we were able to successfully complete it as well. This year, as you may have seen, we are already working on the partitions. They have been installed in the big play hall. There has been always a request from our our kids that they needed, smaller kids and girls, they needed a separate place because our other kids, our boys, they play very aggressively. So we have to give them this place. So inshallah, we have thought that these partitions would work, and it will be more of an investment in different things, as we can use these partitions at multiple places in our masjid. Men's prayer mats, that was done for free because somebody donated these mats. We had the water dispensers installed, and everybody now is able to use the water cups that are paper, and we don't utilize that many bottles anymore. But of course, during the month of Ramadan, we have to use some of those bottles. Future plans, we do have the land that we have, the land cleanup and development phase 1. This is just an estimate. We don't know how much is it going to cost. It's a big area. but we'll slowly and gradually work on it. We need to establish some drainage in that area as well. Then Muslim cemetery has been a project as well as a topic of discussion for some years. We definitely need somebody from our community who wants to who want to partake this big project and look for a place and get the permits and all those done. We will definitely support anyone who wants to do this project. And of course, playground comes up next in the land that we are cleaning up and eventually develop it as a playground as well as parking eventually. So, as I said, we need your help. If you are able to give time, if you're able to, give your expertise, we will love to have your help in these fields as well as in these plans and futures. Where will your money be spent? This is again a part of the budget. Um, as you may have seen, running a masjid, running this organization is not easy. We have electric bills to take care of, we have water bills, we have trash management, we have housekeeping professional, we have professionals who keep on doing this housekeeping every week. We have internet charges, we have masjid payroll expenses, social activities, maintenance, which is a constant uh, every month. We have yard work, again, constant every month. We spend some money on the HIFS program as well, helping Imam Saab with some of the teachers. And then we have our youth program. We do have our charitable contributions, and of course, renovation and maintenance as well. And overall, last year we had 230,000 in income, and our expense was $230,300. We do have some savings from previous years, so we are able to manage it appropriately. So Alhamdulillah, we've been able to utilize the money appropriately. This year, again, it was one of the biggest completions. 94% of the pledges were received. So Jazakallah for everyone who completed their pledges. Who, if you haven't, there's still time. You can give any time, of course, in the eyes of Allah is always timely, if you want to call it. Our total budget this year is 240,000. I know this is a big number, but we are growing, our activities are growing, our bills are growing. We used to have some electric bills that would go to 1,500, but now we are hitting 2,000 and 2,800 on the dot every month. So again, the more we use the masjid, the more we have to use our expenses, and our budget keeps on increasing. And Alhamdulillah, with the help of whatever people are we have, with the help of you guys, with all the members of our ICM, we have been able to reach our targets as well as accomplish our targets, and sometimes we exceed our targets as well. So let's plan, and let's uh, pledge that we will complete this target as well, and inshallah we will continue to grow as well. Please donate generously. All that money goes to what all the activities that we showed you. Charity as does not decrease well, and I'm sure Imam Saab will add in more info on this as well. There are different ways to give to ICM. You can give it via check, you can do a cash credit, you can do an auto debit, auto credit. We can set that up. Just contact me if you need to. You can donate via Zelle. A lot of people do that. You can donate via PayPal. You can do recurring donations from PayPal and don't have to worry about every month. You can also donate through the Feeling Blessed app as well. Please join us on Saturday at 9 p.m. at ICM. This will be our annual fundraiser, and I'll be doing the same presentation in person as well. Inshallah, I'll see you there in person. Jazakallah for listening to me. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, contact Imam Saab, and we will be happy to answer all your questions. Jazakallahu khair. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun al mursaleen. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.